This is where the Ukrainian journalist Viktor Kovalenko is currently staying, in the Media Forum building in Lviv.
I stuffed my whole life into this backpack. Then I left, together with my family.
His wife and children have since left the country. The family fled their home in the south of Ukraine. They started from the port of Berdyansk on the Sea of Azov and had to pass through 12 Russian checkpoints, says Viktor. For the journalist, these checkpoints were 12 threats to his life.
At first, I tried to find reasons to stay. But 2 or 3 weeks after the war began, it had become clear that journalists were being targeted, along with activists, patriots and local authorities.
There are reports of Russian soldiers searching for journalists in occupied areas. At first, people in Berdyansk held daily protests against the invasion, as seen here in a video shot in secret and released by the Ukrainian Culture Ministry. Hardly any reliable information is making its way out of the city. The Lviv Media Forum has been set up for journalists like Viktor Kovalenko to continue their work in relative safety. They are also being financed by donations from abroad, including from the non-profit NGO Reporters Without Borders. Media Forum CEO Olha Mirovich has just received a new aid shipment from abroad, including helmets, bulletproof vests and splinter guards.
Not all journalists were prepared to work in wartime conditions and cover events on the front line. Almost right from the very start, protective equipment like this became scarce.
Ukrainian journalists have suddenly had to become war reporters. They have little choice.
I'm convinced that eliminating freedom of speech was part of Russia's plan for the invasion of Ukraine. You don't need additional proof. It's enough to look at what's happening in the occupied regions.
Olha Mirovich says journalists in these regions are collecting evidence of Russian war crimes. By comparison, Lviv is relatively safe, at least for now. Viktor Kovalenko has been able to breathe a sigh of relief, but he's looking for a new job, which isn't easy. Independent media have also been hit by the Russian invasion, since advertising revenues have collapsed. Many businesses are struggling to survive. The local reporter will have to reinvent himself.
I'm physically here, but my thoughts are far away. They are still over there.
Viktor Kovalenko is hoping for a quick end to the war and the return of peace, and that he'll be able to return home to Berdyansk.